What up, y'all? Dirty Works. Just dropping in on a little topic. And subscribe to Rebuttal Dead if you haven't already. Thanks. Today's topic is Gucci being banned. Okay, there's a call for Gucci to be banned. Jay-Z, Ti, whoever is, calling to boycott it. I do understand. I don't know if we're being overly sensitive with this or what. But I don't see how that outfit was made to look good. I can, however, see how it was meant to be racist. Or not even racist, but offensive, however you want to, categorize that outfit. I can see it. Why do we need a leader, though, to get us to stop doing things or whatever? That should be common sense, or things should play on common emotion, when it's time to boycott something or leave something alone. We don't need a Martin. We should need a Martin Luther King to tell us to boycott something. If it's directed towards a certain person, or you can feel it in your heart that it's offensive to you, then it probably was meant to be, because there's people that go over these fashions before they put them out, and I'm sure they don't have a black guy standing over doing damage control, or a black woman or whoever doing damage control saying, oh, you know what, that might be offensive to someone. I don't think no clothes company does that, but like I said, I don't know if they was meant to be offensive on purpose or if this was an accident. However, I think it's time that we use this, even if it wasn't meant to be offensive. We use this to start supporting our own selves. Let's start supporting our own selves. Let's consider ourselves to be the people that America was like, you know what? Let's just pick a state. Pick a state and give it to all the blacks and move all of them there. And let's just let them run it, and let's see how that state goes. That would be like the biggest show or series on TV in history. They're going to be rooting against that state and wanting that state to fall. And how long would it take? How would it look in a year? All the money, that comes into that state, or that we generate in that state, it will get kicked right back out the state. We would go somewhere else and spend. We're not going to be like, okay, well, Dirty Works got his new fashion out down the street. I know that nigga. No, I know that nigga. He live right down the street from me. You know what I'm saying? I know him. His clothes ain't nobody. His clothes ain't nothing. But let's go buy from Victor over here in Italy, since we don't know him. Well, he used the bathroom yesterday too, and it wasn't smelling pleasant in there. I think he's human, but we'll support him because he don't look like us and we don't know him. But when it's backwards, we should be stepping out of our states and standing in front of other people like, don't you wish you could have these clothing? Yeah, they're made by my people for my people, but they won't support us though. They won't buy our clothes. I wore a For Us Buy Us shirt into a bar one time. To the door. He wouldn't even let me in because of my shirt. He said directly, that shirt is racist. I'm not letting you in because of that shirt. That shirt didn't say anything offensive to anyone else. It just said, for us, by us. And he wouldn't let me into the bar. So what makes you think they're going to support us? And why they're not going to support us? I understand why. It's because we don't support and respect our own selves. We're not going to go buy from each other. We're just not going to go do it. I know. I made and sold the street DVDs that I made, and I barely got any support because, like I said, they knew me. They knew who I was, and I was just the nigga down the street. It's so-called. That's how they looked at me, is the nigga down the street. They come get one copy, and what they do is they have everybody else on standby. Wait, y'all. Then they go get one DVD from me, burn it, put it in a DVD player of 20 or 30, and burn them, and sell them to them for real cheap. Every volume. They did that to me till it got to a point where I was like, you know what, gas cost, these DVDs cost, a DVD program cost, a camera cost, my time cost, So they come to my door and I'd be like, you know what, I don't have any money. I never made any money from any of these DVDs. There's no support. Like, I don't have anything left to go out and make another volume. They literally chewed me up and stomped me into the ground. Even my character, like in Warren, where I live, you cannot get but so high as a cap on your success here as far as like people in the streets go. They won't let you get but so successful. And then they're going to come and knock you down in any way they can. I never talked about nobody in a bad way. I never done anything wrong to anybody. Yet I've got one of the worst raps as far as like business goes out here in the street because of other people, who watched me get to a point where I guess they didn't want to see me get to. Maybe the girl stared at me too long on camera and laughed or something. I don't know. But at one point, it's like people just started like rallying against me and little small cliques and cahoots, and it got to a point where people was running from my camera. Like when they see me, they would like do little turns and stuff to make sure they wasn't, trying to be involved in anything that I was doing. Which it got to a point where I was kind of like, you know what, good. I'm glad they're being kind of blatant about it, though. I can see it's a waste of time, because I'm the one providing a service here. Why should I try and force a service on somebody that they should be paying for? You know what I'm saying? So it's got to a point where I was like, you know what? Now I understand exactly how we work. You know what I'm saying? I was too good for what I was doing in this area. I was just too good for the area I was in as far as like that kind of a service goes. I started getting called paparazzi and all kinds of stuff, you know, for providing a service that somebody like Smack got big for in his city because they support over there. I was literally doing nothing any different than Smack. But I was getting called all kinds of negative things, and you know, like I said, people was after everything of mine. The woman I was with, my customers, clients, whatever, they were after everything I was with just to try to feel like either they were on my level or they could somehow try and figure out how to bring me down back to a point where they're comfortable. But once you get so high, oh no, no. We only building you up to here. After you hit this, we breaking you back down again. Now we'll step back and watch you build yourself up again. Okay, Tower of Babylon, let's break you back down again. Okay, let the tower build again. Okay, Tower of Israel, we're breaking you back down again. It was a cap they tried to keep you at. And then once they see you break through that cap and start going and dealing with other people, and you get so successful, now they want to come try to jump back in front of the camera again because they couldn't hold you down. Now they want to smile in your face and act like they was always part of your success because they see they can't stop that runaway train no more. You know, that's when you got to learn to step around. You know, it's hard in business. It's hard because it's like all money is green, but some of the people behind that green money ain't no good. See what I'm saying? I know how we as people work. So, like I said, they'll be looking at that state that they gave us and monitoring it close. And how would that state turn out in a year? I'm sure they'll be dropping crates of guns all through it and laughing. I'm sure they will be. So it's like, at one point, what do? It's like we make Sue Kim rich. You know, mom and dad have a kid. If it's a girl, she grows up. She goes to buy their hair. So who does she go to? Money out the house. The money should stay in the house. The money should go back to mom and be spent with her dad and that kid if that kid stays with the mom and dad still. If not, that money still should go back to mom and dad, you know, the business owner of their own kids' product. Why should we as blacks have kids and the money go to a whole other race who don't look like us, who don't support us, who actually disrespect us? Why should their money go outside the house? That's the same thing with our state. That's the same thing will be happening with our state. We'll be going outside of our state saying, look, this came from an unknown place. This hair came from Sue Kim's New York. Now, and then you go back to Black Chicago. And like, look, this came from Kim's New York, and everybody come crowding around it. Oh, let's see, you know. And then another woman come walking up. Well, I just bought this from down the street, from Shakita's shop. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Let's look at this new shirt from outside of our state. That's how we are as people. We rather want to buy something unknown and shocking, you know, something that people have to figure out, than support our own that's blatant beauty in your face. Okay, we know that's beautiful, but I don't want to buy that. I don't want to buy blatant beauty. I want to buy something mysterious, you know, something that didn't come from us, because you ain't no better than me. You ain't no better than me. I know you. You was in the bathroom. Flies came out the bathroom. Well, Sue Kim's bathroom had flies coming out of it too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it smelled bad in there too. But you would rather go support her. So it's just us as people, you know. It's like, when are we gonna wake up? You know, I don't know about Gucci trying to be offensive or whatever, but that outfit, I can't see how that was offensive to people. However, me, I don't own that image, the monkey image or whatever. I don't own that image, so it's kind of like a catch-22. If you get offensive over that image, it's kind of like you're owning that image. So it's like, where do we draw the line? Where do we get activated? Where do we ignore? You know, I don't know. It's just like we're stuck in this cage of owner's manual of how to. You know, this is how you offend them. This is how you make them happy. This is how you get their attention. This is what they will and won't do. It's like you write an owner's manual for us, and probably half of us will fit that book. We need to start using our heads, y'all. Let's just start thinking differently, outside the box. Let's set up a example of a business and call it Everything or Us, where you can go and get everything. And let's see how that takes off. Let's just see, like, you know, how much support goes into that Everything or Us. We don't need our own state to do that. We can do that wherever we live. I try to do everything black owned that I can. My sister has a nail business. Shout out to Aisha Allen, Eve Jean online, EVAGENE online on Facebook, and she does nails, so she's real good at it and hair. I want to see more people supporting her. She's very, very good at what she does, and she's also a good conversationalist. You'll leave with more than just hair and nails. You might learn a thing or two from her. Great, beautiful family. You know, you won't get harassed at her place. Let's start supporting people like that. RBGs, you know, RBG Erie. Let's start supporting people like that. I'm thinking about going back out and doing another DVD run. You know, just another run this summer, but mainly for kids. You know, people who don't have the power to destroy as much as adults would like to sometimes. They just kids just buy and they run. That's fine with me. Just buy and run, but they don't turn around and look to try to slander you or bash you. So if I do my DVD thing again, it's gonna be mainly geared for kids. So if I do that, you know, be looking out for me to do something like that again. See here, I'm making my little home fries. You know, a skillet for one. I love my home fries. Shout out to Head Ice. But anyway, yeah. So subscribe to Rebuttal Dead. YouTube/Rebuttal Dead. You know, and get more content from me. But just let me know below how y'all feel about what I was talking about.